Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear students of 11th class subject Botany, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Dear students, today on 10th of July 2021, our topic is one more taxonomic aid that is called the museums. M-U-S-E-U-M-S, museums. So what are these museums and what is their role? We will throw light upon this in our today's topic, today's lecture. So students, regarding the topic museums, biological museums are found in schools and colleges like the biology laboratory that we find in our schools. Dear students, these biological museums are found in our schools and colleges as we have the biological laboratories in our schools. Thus, these museums are also found in our schools and colleges. In these museums, plants and animal species are preserved in jars and containers with the help of appropriate preservatives. Dear students, in these museums which are found in our schools and colleges, plant and animal species are kept in jars and containers with the help of preservatives so that they cannot get destroyed or they have their original value. They may also be dried and preserved. First of all, when we kept the animal or plant species in the jars or containers, they can also be first of all dried and then preserved by appropriate preservatives. Birds and large animals are usually stuffed before preserving, and insects are killed and pinned in boxes. When we kept different types of insects in the jars with the help of appropriate preservatives, they are first of all killed and then pinned and then kept in the boxes. We sometimes find skeletons of various animals too. That is, in our museums, which are found in our schools and colleges, there we find also skeletons of various animals. Now, the role of museums. First role of the museums is the acquisition of materials. These museums, regarding this acquisition of materials, museums acquire objects in several ways, of which field collection is one of the most useful. The first role of museums is the acquisition of materials. In acquisition of materials, museums acquire objects in several ways, of which field collection is one of the most useful. Second role is the recording of materials. Regarding the recording of materials, each acquisition is listed carefully by specialist staff. Recording of materials. In recording of materials, each acquisition is listed carefully by specialist staff. The third role of the museums is the preservation of materials. Regarding this preservation of materials, the primary purpose of museum is to preserve selected objects. This is right, that the primary purpose or the primary object of this museum is the preservation of materials. That is, different types of objects which are selected to be kept in the museums are preserved. The fourth role is the research. Regarding this research, many museums published scholarly journals series of papers and books to make available result of research on collections. Now the fifth role of the museums is the education. These regarding this education, museums also help in spreading education. One more role can be exhibition of materials. In the exhibition of materials, the selected museums or these which we kept in jars and containers, they are kept for the exhibition, and in this way different types of people come and see these these objects, these plant or animal species which are kept in the exhibition by the specialist staff of the museums. So, dear students, this was all about the museums as technical aid, this taxonomical aids and the role of materials. So we have concluded our today's lecture in this way. In our next lecture, we will throw light upon one more type of taxonomical aid. Till tomorrow, stay home, stay safe. Thank you very much.